She'll know.
And here we go. We finally get underway. We are ready to go. BalloonBoy and Raydish going up against Acno and Use, and we're going to see some more of that Nash.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, they try to get a combo there. Raydish not able to get the side air. That would have been a huge team combo, but BalloonBoy and Raydish are going to have to go ahead and walk that one off and be happy with the damage they did get. Acno on the left side here is going to be rocking that Nash. We can see Use coming down with that side air to pop Raydish on the way down as well. We kind of have two separate 1v1s. BalloonBoy trying to collapse with Raydish here, though, trying to make things feel a little bit more synchronous.
I mean, if you're talking about the 1v1s, red team is winning the 1v1s right now.
Ooh.
Very well done. Raydish with a great pickup.
Nice.
BalloonBoy coming back up, and there we go. They are putting so much pressure on Acno and Use right now. Couldn't quite confirm it off of Acno, but Flambeau, he is close.
Yeah, I mean, Acno just one good hit away. A side air will probably do it after a D-light from Raydish, but you can see he's doing a good job of at least holding on to the stock, throwing out these nairs, tacking out this extra damage. And listen, I was talking before, like, everyone wants to talk about Taros, right, and how Taros has that high damage that they forget. Nash is in a similar boat, man. Dude's going to hit you extremely hard.
Especially with that side sig off the spear. Nice follow-up from Acno. Well done. Picked up the pogo. It got the double knockout. Great conversion from blue team, and we got us a game. Nice.
Yeah, and I think the nice thing too about Nash's SIGs is that, like, for a lot of other characters in twos, you know, they kind of have these animations that are like, for lack of a better term, flowery, right?
Right.
Like, you know, there's a whole thing and then the hit happens. Nash just says a boom, I hit you in real caveman fashion.
Yes, absolutely. In true caveman fashion. Ooh, Acno staying up top, trying to get the gravity cancel. D-light. Oh. Okay, can they get the pressure? BalloonBoy's gonna work the edge. Raydish coming down underneath them with the dare off the boots. A little friendly fire there, but not too bad. His BalloonBoy, he tried to get the gravity cancel, neutral light, couldn't hit it, but the stock is gonna fly off of Acno, and he is on his final.
All right, let's see what Use is able to do here. Not going to be able to really get much. The D-Light will lead to the Sayer, create some space for Acno, and then they're able to kind of collapse on a BalloonBoy for a little bit here. You can see Acno going off stage with that down sig. And wow, a nice catch from Use with the side sig at the top as well.
Look at Raydish cook, though.
He's getting two, but not for much longer. Let's say stop that. You know what I mean? At least one of them is going to retaliate out of his fun.
It was almost worth, though. He picked up a bunch of damage, taking both of them across the stage. Acno getting very close to knockout range, especially BalloonBoy can go over there and put some hands on him, going down with the dare, but caught him with the Sayer in the gravity cancel down sig, and they're putting the bow on game number one as we speak.
That coverage from Raydish and BalloonBoy was insane, right? Like, where are you supposed to go? I mean, you got the end sig from Raydish, right? So he's like, all right, I can't land on top of that. I got to jump over to the side. And then it's like, well, you know, Raydish is still trying to threaten with, like, boots recovery. And then also BalloonBoy is waiting over there. And he's like, I'm just going to down sig. And it's like, well, this covers all the drip I can do to this side. It was just between a rock and a hard place.
I mean, it didn't cover everything, but Acno would have had a really hard time coming around the top, coming around the other side of it. I think we might have saw a gravity cancel D-light coming out there. I wasn't quite sure. But we are going to, nonetheless, we're going to get into game number two with a BalloonBoy and a Raydish being up a 1-0, and looks like trying to take control here at the beginning of game number two.
All right, let's see. Nice juggles here from BalloonBoy going for the nair. And Raydish trying to get something started as well. Use getting sent up by that neutral air. Going to have to spend a lot of time kind of just coming back down to the ground. But ultimately, no interruption from Acno there. Kind of letting Use take that punish. But there we go. Now we're splitting him up a little bit. Doing a great job with that hammer.
Yeah, Acno, I mean, he really did a great job in game number one as well. Just those clutch moments, being able to get that good damage off the hammer. And there we go, another side sig coming off.
Weapon throw, clean.
That's going to be enough. Yeah, Raydish is done off the first stock. Everybody else looking pretty close, though, and especially Use being very close to knockout. Oh, but BalloonBoy, a couple pogos might be it, and it is. Weapon throw to throw, go ahead and throw it away and go swap over to hammer.
All right, let's see. What is the answer going to be here from BalloonBoy and Raydish? They were able to get that first game, but now in this game number two, they've fallen behind only by a little bit, and that side is going to do it. Raydish almost picks up two. The weapon toss is going to confirm the knockout, and now we have ourselves a tight battle.
They brought a very great job at bringing it back, getting that conversion, and equalizing things. A backup. Raydish just throwing down the random light attack in the center stage, just stood there, deer in headlights. Use being able to get in there, trying to get some action off the lanes. We haven't seen a whole lot of output off of it yet. Can he get up? Can he get up? Nice ground pound from BalloonBoy.
Let's see. Nair's going to come out from Acno here, getting that good damage with Nash. Wants that stomp. His combo. Nice, beautiful. Gets caught by Raydish in the middle of that, though. And Use tries to go for the weapon throw to save. It doesn't connect. This might be a
if Use falls here, too.
No NSIG from BalloonBoy. I thought we might see that. Instead goes for the recovery. Just goes for an easier punish.
Fuse would have went down there to save him and lost that stock as well. That would have been devastating to blue team. But Fuse being pushed way out now. Both of them in a very bad spot. Fuse being sent up to the very tippy top of the map, but now sitting in center stage right there for Raydish to go and pick him up. That's going to take the stock. And a red team, as long as they can hold on to it, they got a pretty good lead right here.
Beautiful weapon from Acno there. And they get around the N6 from BalloonBoy. Accidental ground pound onto BalloonBoy. BalloonBoy grab the cancel N6 to get back to the stage and get that touch. And now there is more game to be played here, but both members of the blue team are down to their final stocks.
Absolutely. Great awareness of his options to be able to use that neutral sig to get back up on stage. BalloonBoy throwing away the bow, looking for the drop, gauntlets in hand, and he's now being sent up to his final stock. So is Raydish. Here we go. Final stocks for everyone. Acno in knockout range.
Okay, let's see. Can they get a team combo in the time that takes Raydish to spawn? It looks like the answer is no, but they definitely would love to have a team combo right now. Oh, and a combo off of the sideline from Fuse. Oh, they are collapsing so quickly here. Fuse is playing a great job of being in front, and Acno getting these passes as well. They've tied it so quickly. The down to KOs off of the bounce. And now Fuse has to do a 2v1. Doesn't matter that he's rolling here. He has too much damage amassed, and now it's just one clean sidelight there from Raydish or D-Light. Recovery even from BalloonBoy will likely be enough.
But if they let Fuse get in there, okay, there we go. I was going to say, if they let Fuse get in there with that lance, he lets them separate them, might be able to get something done with it. But that is going to let BalloonBoy and Raydish go up 2-1, 581 damage coming off of that Devil Gen.
Okay. One more game for this team, and they're able to push on further here. Fuse and Acno, though, not looking like they're gonna make it easy to have happen here. They are inching closer with each game, but just are not quite able to win out in these final stock scenarios.
So we saw in the last set when they were going up against Hexo and Guichibu, the Hexo and Guichibu won game number 1, and then Acno and Fuse were able to go ahead and turn the tide back their way, and they went ahead and ended up winning the set. Now, the pressure is really against them now because now they are on tournament game. They have to win the next 3. There is no other chance, no other options. So we'll see if they're going to be able to deal with the pressure. We are seeing Acno going to go ahead and pull out the Priya like maybe that's some sort of cheat code.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Oh, no, Raydish.
Oh, no, wait, he's getting back. Wait, what's going on? It's like both members of the blue team.
He saved him. There we go, there we go. Nice. I don't even know how he got saved there, but somehow from everybody bouncing bodies down there was able to go ahead and get back up on stage.
Okay, this is interesting. Let's see if this swap to Priya is going to be enough. I mean, look at these nairs coming out from Acno, right? It's so hard, and the recoveries as well, whether exhausted or not. It's like so hard to get past these double swings. And I mean, look at this, right? Like this is the kind of what's so impressive about this weapon. It just kind of keeps you in the air, and even if it misses with the follow-up, you're not going to really be able to punish it. The nair is just too quick.
Absolutely.
Is that worth losing your ability to get those KOs? Is Nash, there was a question.
Right, because that was going to be my next point. You know, we see all of these attacks being hit by Acno, but there's just not a whole lot of damage that follows up with that. You have to just pick away at your opponent with those chakrams and really build up that damage. And then even when they're in knockout range, it's kind of difficult to find that knockout sometimes.
Let's see, goes for a recovery there as well.
Nice. Nice neutral stick from Raydish. Going to go ahead and get them a little air, get the stock, and now maybe 2v1 against Acno. Be able to put some damage on him and contain these chakrams a little bit.
Oh, you can see Fuse kind of Acno try to get a combo with chakrams there off of the nair from Fuse. Oh, wait, hold on. Acno, do you have an edge guard here?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, friendly fire.
No.
The ground pound from Fuse accidentally takes Acno's stock, and now we're in a bad spot, especially after that sig from Raydish there with the boost, the side sig, KOing off the side. Acno getting sent down, and BalloonBoy from the deep tries to go for the grab to cancel D-Light, and then Raydish gets the finisher. Acno comes around. Fuse just ends up, wait, how did this happen the way that it did?
It's okay.
How did this happen like this?
How did we get where we are? I don't know. We did lose it.
They almost peaked. I'll give it up. They almost peaked.
It had vision. It had vision. Not quite able to convert it. Ran out of options over on the left side, and now getting caught in a ladder with chakrams and lance. And now Raydish is set on his last stock. They need to get Acno out of here.
Oh, and Fuse gets the pass over the down air, but they keep hitting each other. Fuse just isn't familiar with when to follow up off of the chakram hits. He's thinking it's a time for him to get a pass back, when in reality, Acno can go for a follow-up.
Okay, pay close attention here, see what Raydish is going to do. BalloonBoy trying to kind of sneak in here in the back, putting some damage down on the ground. Use floating up in the air. Raydish trying to hold him down. Oh no, he got caught in there, but not a whole lot coming off of it. But there we go. Acno is now out of here as they're putting the damage over on Use on the other side. This looks like this could be a win for red team. Nice dodge, absolutely. That's going to do it. That wasn't necessary, but you know what? It's still knocked out either way. The sidelights there would have been enough.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it would have been enough.
For good measure, right? It's just KO security, right? You gotta make sure.
KO security. I like it. I like it.
I like the attempt though with the the chakram pick, but I think they could have just stayed with Nash. You know, I do think they could have stayed with Nash, especially since it was clear that there were just a